What are you seeking out of life? This is Jacqueline Foster here of Feeling Good TV, and this is a loaded question, isn't it? When someone asks you what you're seeking out of life, I bet your mind begins to go a little crazy thinking of all of the things. What am I seeking? What am I seeking? What am I doing? There's a lot of things that come up, and it's an important question, but it's definitely a loaded one. So today what I want to do is share with you an insight that I have had in hopes that it resonates with you and gives you something that you can reflect on and even act upon to really make different choices. So the quote that I came across that I want to share with you is from Joseph Campbell. And I'm going to paraphrase here. But he said that people say that all that we're seeking is a meaning for life, some type of meaning for it. But what he says is what people are actually seeking is an experience of being alive, of an experience of being alive. It's very different, isn't it? And what I love about this is this experience of being alive really does require us to be present, to tap into our senses. And you might notice that when you do this, maybe even when you accidentally do this because you're engaging in activities that you love, that you do naturally feel alive when you get into that space. So I want to take a moment to talk a little bit about how we take into consideration this experience of being alive and how we can create a shift there. What I have found is that most people, when they think about coming alive, they think about these grand experiences, these vacations that they plan, these holidays. Right now we're in the middle of holidays, where people kind of think of these places as those times where you really tap into those senses, where you have amazing food and you really taste it, where you really engage in and be in the conversation, where you see the sights, where you experience. We usually think of these times as our dedicated places for coming alive and for fully experiencing. Am I wrong? And what I want to share with you is just a way that you can begin to think about this experience of coming alive and really having a little bit of a shift in perception to see that, maybe bringing this aliveness, bringing my senses into my day-to-day experience can actually help me integrate it even better than just looking for these grand experiences to come alive in. So think about your eating habits, your exercise habits. I bet that if you have been exercising or eating or find these things important to do well and to live well, you probably come from them from a space of, you know what? While I'm, my day-to-day, my normal habits are going to be eating well, exercising well, and then when I'm on vacation, if I relax a little bit more, it's fine. Your thought process is probably not the other way around, that when you're on your day-to-day, you do whatever you want, you don't care about how you eat, you don't care about how you exercise, and then when you go on vacation, you start to get strict about that. No one does that. But we do seem to do the opposite when it comes to being alive, when it comes to really being present with our experiences, with tapping into our senses, which I believe is a huge piece of this coming aliveness. It's this moment where we're really fully engaged with all of our senses in what we're doing. So I'm asking you to think today about whether or not you are coming alive in your day-to-day life, or if you are waiting for those grand moments, if you are waiting for those vacations, those days off, the trip to the mountains to really get present. And if you do look for those grand experiences and those grand moments, beginning to ask yourself, how can you bring yourself back to this experience of being alive in your day-to-day life, just like you might value eating well on a daily basis and exercise, incorporating exercise into your life, and any other habit that you feel is a really essential part of being a healthy person in your mind and body and your spirit. Beginning to tie in this experience of aliveness, of tapping into your senses and being present in your experience now. So I highly encourage you to reflect upon this, to play with this, to see if this resonates. And if it does, find a part of your day when you can integrate this aliveness. And in this case, when I'm talking about aliveness, I'm specifically encouraging you to use your senses to bring you and pull you into the present, to focus on how something feels in your hands, to focus on how something tastes or smells to you. A good way to start with this might be when you're eating a meal. The more I experience this, the more I realize how much I've wanted to just go, go, go and not really stop and be present while I'm eating. So this is an amazing place to start if you're looking for a place to just begin to draw yourself into this aliveness and into your senses. If you enjoyed this video, come on over to JacquelineLaceyFoster.com and you can sign up for video updates so I can send you these video vlogs into your inbox every week. And if you enjoy these videos, you can also find more on hertube.tv. Wishing you an amazing day of coming alive and looking forward to sharing more next time. Thanks so much.